Awkward
That's how you're ending
pause.
it?
That's how I'm ending it. And this week's episode is going to start with you asking, is that how you're ending it?
Okay.
Quality content. Anyway, we're going to start a new segment for this show. I have a title for it. You ready?
Okay.
It's called, Hey! What the fuck are you watching?
I'm excited to see the graphic.
Microphone.
I'm excited for what graphic you make for that.
It probably won't be anything that good because I'm not very good at graphics. But it'll be multiple fonts, and now it's going to change color. And again. And again. Haha, motherfucker, I changed the color of the font. So we're just going to go back and forth talking about stuff we're watching. Just whatever. I want us to get passionate. I just want us to talk about what we enjoy, because we're both big consumers of media. We watch a lot of stuff. We enjoy a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to talk about that. I just want to get passionate. These times we're all kind of depressed right now. We're all a little down. Let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about some shows. Let's talk about some movies. Let's talk about some whatever the fuck's we watching. Do you want to start or should I?
Oh, I'll start big time because
Go right ahead.
I've been the sensation that's been sweeping the nation and beyond, actually, Tiger King.
Yes.
So
everyone talking about Tiger King, and I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched it? Okay, I'll try and keep spoilers to a minimum then.
I've been spoiled by a lot of memes, so, and you can say whatever you want, really.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So, I'm gonna be honest. I was surprised by a lot from this show. Mostly, like, when I first initially heard about it, I was thinking, a docu-series is #1 on trending in Netflix when streaming services across the board are just churning out everything they can to keep the viewer base during the quarantine. So I'm thinking, really? So that it kind of just was okay, this is maybe an uptick, because documentaries, they're one in a blue moon really gets name recognition.
Yeah, it's true.
But then one night, a few nights ago, my fiance, she tells me, okay, there's something I need to show you. And she takes me out to the living room, and it's Tiger King. And she tells me she wants me to watch it with her because she's a biologist. So she gets so angry seeing animals mistreated. And so she literally wanted me to come and sit there to basically keep her calm.
Wow.
And from throwing the the remote control at the TV, having to watch this kind of private zoo culture. And so I decided, you know what? I'll give it a watch. Now, we were talking in a previous video in this batch about how you and I we studied film, studied media, so we kind of know how these things work. So when the docuseries starts, episode 1 docuseries starts, I sit there and I'm thinking, all right, this is going to be a pretty standard, the call to action is going to be shut down private zoos. And this the Tiger King, the man of the hour, the man this is all focused around, is going to be demonized to shit, all this kind of stuff. Because the docuseries starts with in present day with showing that Joe Exotic is in prison. So and he's serving 89 years. So they're already showing us, okay, this guy, while filming is happening, is going to do something that's going to get him basically thrown in jail the rest of his life. And the director of the documentary is just he got inspired to do this because while filming a different documentary, some real eccentric man just said, hey, you want to see something cool? And brought him to a van to show him he had a snow leopard locked in a little cat cage. And so it's okay, this is going to be pretty standard, look at the horrors and they'll also have like members from like sanctuaries who act as like the good guys. I was so pleasantly surprised at how wrong I was, because something that this documentary does that not many documentaries do is it remembers to entertain, and as well as to like not force a certain idea on the viewers, to let the viewers walk away with their own thing. Because it's so incredible, this series, how no one is really the good or the bad guy. I'll try and get more specific. Joe Exotic he's depicted as the main character, and while he is very much shown being selfish in his reasons for having this big cat zoo and all this stuff, like he's doing it to sell stuff, and he's doing it, you kind of see where it came from, because he goes into his backstory in that he was a gay redneck. So the like people, like the good old boys he grew up with, like saw him and they were like, "There's something ain't right about that boy." Like his dad had him shake his hand and agree not to come to his funeral when he came out to his parents. That being said, he really didn't have a home with homosexuals either, because he thought he looked good with a mullet. Like he had no fashion sense, and he tended to really get drawn in with the feeling of individual freedom that conservative politics tended to enforce. So he didn't really have any circle to call his own except with animals. Animals didn't judge him. Animals, like, they'd always see him the same. And so that's where you can kind of see where he got to feeling he wanted to be surrounded by animals at all times. Another character who I'm sure if you're in with the memes you know about is Carol Baskin.
Yes, well aware.
Carol fucking Baskin, like she starts at, like the first episode, like my fiance couldn't stop gushing over how great Carol was. Like this woman who seemed to, in contrast to Joe, she loved the animals. She like was taking good care of them. She was making sure, like she was being so selfless. But by episode 3, you realize Carol Baskin is a hypocrite. Carol Baskin is doing what Joe does. There's no difference, and she's committing tax fraud, and she wholesale committed murder because someone got in her way, and she is vindictive and all this other kind of stuff. Like the show was supposed to depict her as like the voice of reason and the good guy, but no, she's just as bad. And a great like editing trick that they do is these sobering moments where they take you out of the story, like the headbutting that Carol and Joe get into. They take you out of those to show things that happened during filming that weren't scripted, and like were like they show a one of Joe's workers getting their arm ripped off. I think his name was Zeph. I'm being told Zeph was soft, whatever. And then there was another one of like a billionaire businessman who was playing around with one of the lions in a cage, and like they're like getting in a shoot kind of, and like the guy is kind of like holding the lion on the chest, and then he like suddenly turns to his wife and just goes, run, get out. And like she runs out of the cage because the lion jumps at the businessman and like starts tackling him and like almost trying to maul him. So that's kind of the point they're getting to, is we, the audience, are getting so used to seeing these tigers that we get into Joe and Carol's mindset, where the tigers and the big cats are our day-to-day reality, or at the very least during the documentary, they're like a normal thing. You don't think about them. But then you kind of get sucked back into reality that these are big predators who don't really care about sentimentality. They care about being fed and surviving. And so while I thought that the initial like lesson or takeaway or call to action that the documentary was going to have was closing down big cat zoos and like private zoos. It's not that small. Their wholesale seem to be calling that animals like predators, like tigers, big animals, be returned to their proper ecosystem in order to help fix that ecosystem. That even people like Carol with a sanctuary should be giving up these animals and returning them to where they belong rather than trying to have some hero complex. So yeah, that's what I gotta say.
God damn, that was
Yeah,
deep.
it's a big thing. It was a big thing.
Man, everything that I'm gonna say after that is not gonna be as cool, because that was god damn.
They can't return them to their natural ecosystems because they will die and or will destroy the biome because of how they socialize and how they.
I'm getting a lecture on how the animals can't be returned to their natural biomes, natural ecosystems.
I kind of expected her to say something like that, because
know how to hunt naturally. So
yeah.
Okay, we'll come to a compromise. People like Joe and Doc and Carol should not own big animals.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
That seems very fair. Yeah, I've had conversations like that about zoos, and it does come to the fact that comes down to the fact that animals that grew up in that kind of environment kind of can't go back. Like it's just very hard for them, which is unfortunate. I say that means we should stop breeding them for captivity, but no one's gonna listen to me about that.
Yeah, no one's gonna listen.
No. I say the only animal that should be bred in captivity is the panda, because I mean,
and even in captivity they're having.
I mean, they're not breeding that much even in captivity. I mean, you see all those pictures of Chinese panda sanctuaries with stacks of baby pandas, but that's like all they've gotten in like 5 years. They don't breed often, those pandas. They show them porn. They show pandas pornography,
and it still doesn't work.
Breed. It's still very difficult. But that ties in very nicely with a show that I've been watching. I might have done a video on it already.
Yeah, I think you did.
I did. So I'm gonna come back to that in just a second. I watch a lot of anime. I am a seasonal anime watcher. I watch anime as it's coming out in Japan, albeit a little bit late because I don't pay for the services. But I also use legitimate sites, which make me wait a week because I don't do the 2Ps. I don't pay and I don't pirate.
Okay.
Lesson learned, kids. So, and this is something I'm in my seasonal ritual of. Every single season, I get a bunch of new shows, and I say, okay, I'm going to keep up with these shows. I'm going to watch them week after week, and I'm going to keep it up. And I never fucking do. Every single time. And I swear, it's always around like 5 or 6 weeks in. Something happens, and I stop watching it, and I get behind, and I go, that's too many episodes to watch in a day. I'm not going to watch now. And it just gets longer and longer and longer. And then by the end of the season, I have like 3 to 10 shows. 3 to 10 shows that I have not watched like 6 to 7 episodes of, and I have to binge it all. So I'm in the middle of doing that. I'm in the middle of doing that right now because the spring season has just started. I'm just getting the first couple episodes of some new shows. So I'll start with the stuff that I'm catching up on, starting with the show that I just mentioned, Senton Academy. Join the pack. So let me just preface this by saying this first season of the year, we got 3 shows. 3 big shows. We got Senton Academy, which is the lesser of all of the 3. We got Beastars, which was the biggest of the three, and we got interspecies something,
Reviewers.
interspecies something.
Interspecies reviewers.
Yeah, interspecies reviewers. Thank you. Which is straight up porn. Which is why it's not very popular because not everyone wants to watch porn.
Especially bestiality porn.
Yes. Someone in the comments of my Senton video kindly reminded me about interspecies reviewers by saying that it and Senton are two shows that reminded you that female hyenas have penises.
Yeah, they do.
Because we needed that.
No, but they're fake penises is the thing.
Yes, but you could never tell the difference unless you really got up in there.
It means that hyenas are like anatomically incapable of being raped. Female one.
Unless you do it in the butthole. They poo from a different orifice.
Apparently, also dogs are anatomically impossible.
Is that a fact?
No,
ducks. You're right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna challenge you on this one. Ducks are co-evolutionarily in a war to be allowed to rape. They got corkscrew penises and corkscrew vaginas. They got like scrubbing like nails, whatever, on their penises.
I just want to apologize to any viewer who didn't know those facts already, because now you're never gonna forget them. Sorry about that. But anyway, Senton Academy. Honestly, even though it's definitely a furry show, it's anthropomorphic animals, definitely getting into relationships. It's cute is really what it is. It's more cutesy than say Beastars or interspecies reviewers. It's definitely more of a comedy than those two. I've seen some clips of Beastars. That show takes itself very seriously.
You never want an anime that takes itself too seriously.
I've seen it work a couple times, but not often. Senton, it's definitely one of those. It's definitely one of the few shows that are like it gets me to laugh consistently throughout its entire run. Normally you get that first episode that's really, really funny, and then the rest of the episodes are like, haha, and then it peters out. But it kept me going for the entire thing. I enjoyed watching it. There was some weird shit. There was the wonderful gender fluid hyena, which was always funny. I like, actually, for Japanese media doesn't really portray trans people very well, but
yeah,
and this
remember Catherine Full Body? The only trans character was an alien, completely inhuman.
Ugh, don't even remind me. And yes, Yina is played for laughs more often, but they use the proper suffix no matter what gender he is. So we finished that. That was good. We also have finished Inspector, which the first of Crunchyroll's originals. Inspector's a good show, but I would definitely say of this last season, which was amazing for me because I ended up enjoying every single show I picked up, which is very unusual. This was the least good, if only because actually, honestly, I don't even blame the show that much. I blame Crunchyroll's advertisements for it because it made it seem like it was going to have more action.
Crunchyroll doesn't really know what it's doing, does it?
No, they really don't. They don't pay their translators enough for what they do, first and foremost, amongst other things. Hence why I don't pay for their fucking product, because they're just being a pain in the ass. But Inspector is, if you like Death Note because of the talking, you'll love Inspector. There's a lot of talking. That's the whole show. It's just talking about ghosts with large tits. Yeah. Talk. There's entire episodes where it's just 3 people in a room talking for the entire episode. That's it. That's all that happens. And I still don't think it's a bad show. It has a lot of good moments, but holy crap, does it have no sense of pacing. Like, that's its biggest sin.
Yikes.
Yeah. Next up, there was I wanted to go in order of shows that I liked to dislike, but I had to start with Senton because I Just referenced it. Room Camp. Oh my gosh, Room Camp. For those of you who haven't seen Laid Back Camp, this is a spin-off of Laid Back Camp. Laid Back Camp, very simple show. Bunch of high school girls, they go camping. That's the show. It's real fun. Nothing more to it. This is a bunch of 3-minute shorts of them going on a stamp rally for 12 episodes. It's real short, but it's real cute.
You're certain these are entertaining?
Yes, I am. Have you ever gone camping? Then you'll understand this show.
Yeah.
Then you'll understand this show.
Okay.
It made me feel good. It reminded me of back in my Boy Scout days when I went camping like twice a month. Good times. I recommend Laid Back Camp to just about anyone. I want to save this one for last because even though I actually finished it. Moving on to shows that I still haven't fucking finished. Iruma-kun. Good show. Kid has a very, very, very awful life, and then his parents sign him away to a demon, and the demon becomes his grandfather, and he's sent to a demon school.
I'm sorry.
It's a kid show.
I didn't think that we had like I didn't think we were in that deep of a recession.
His parents are legitimately awful people. They send him they don't want to get a job, so their fucking like 12-year-old supports them on a tuna ship.
Yikes.
Until they sign his soul away to a demon who wants him to be his grandchild.
Mm.
And once you get over that fact, the show is actually really wholesome.
Well, all right then.
I have not finished it.
I imagine there are plenty of demon waifus.
Yes, there are. I'm about halfway through that show. I gotta finish it like this weekend because it's eating me up that I haven't finished it. Also haven't finished the Madoka Magica side story, Magia Record. John, do you know Madoka Magica?
Isn't that one with the magical girls who turn into witches?
Yeah, that's the short version of it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know that.
It's the magical girl show where everything goes wrong.
Yeah, it's the saddest magical girl stuff ever, right?
Depressing as fuck. A character gets decapitated within the first 3 episodes.
Nice.
It's a good way to do it. Magia Record, not as dark yet, but since I know the original show, so I'm waiting for that second shoe to drop. Still waiting. Only 5 episodes in, so who knows? Hopefully it will. Hopefully it'll get really dark real soon. But it's interesting. I'm waiting for the twist to be that this main character whose sister has literally disappeared off the face of the earth ends up being Madoka, and then the world, gets fixed by Madoka's witch from the original series. That would be interesting to me. But that's just a prediction. But by the time this goes up, I'll have already finished it. Does that happen, John? I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not, no. And last of the shows that I haven't finished, besides Black Clover, I'm really fucking far behind in Black Clover. Like, holy shit, I'm far behind. Somali and the Forest Spirit. If you guys haven't watched Somali, watch Somali. Oh my god. The reason I'm so far behind is my heart can't take it. This show is going to kill me. It stresses me out. This little girl Somali, she's so cute and wonderful and precious, and I don't want her to die, but every bad thing is going to happen. I just know it. I don't want the golem to die either, but he literally is going to die, because that's the plot. He's dying.
We all die eventually.
Yeah, but golems live really long, but he only has he doesn't have that left. He only has like a couple years left. They live a very specific number of years. And then finally, I said this one for last of shows that were from last season. One of my new number 1 shonens, Radiant. Holy crap. I need to talk about this because this is a comeback story, man.
All right, have fun.
Uh,
Go right ahead.
I'm sorry that I'm boring you.
Don't
Uh,
bore me.
so Radiant season 1 started in fall of 2018, and it was a very ordinary Mad Men, like
Mhm.
nothing really special about it until it got to its first major arc about halfway through its season, which all of a sudden it was talking about bigotry and like insane government conspiracies, and it was like, whoa, you're going a little far here. But it was still that lighthearted, stupid shonen that it started with. And then the ending of the first season happened, and I was like, okay, cool. That's never getting a second season. Just gonna leave that there. Last fall, season 2 is announced, and I'm like, okay. I come back and the show is unbelievably good.
How
like
so?
like the story is darker. The characters have dimensions now because they've been through shit. They actually have room to grow and have grown such since season 1. They're dealing with actual problems. They're actually confronting problems. It's just such a tone shift, and it's so good. Now I actually really want season 3 to happen, and I hope it will, because holy crap, the action has gotten so much better. The main character is more than just a fucking meathead now, and I love it. One of the more pathetic supporting cast now has this amazing suit of armor that is just the coolest thing ever. There's a dragon that's a raccoon. Like what more do I want? Like it's
Uh,
perfect.
Nothing really.
No, nothing. It's a perfect show. What like go watch Radiant, guys. Give Radiant some love. It needs it. Go stop watching fucking no, I can't say stop watching because Dragon Ball Super stopped running. It's still being written though. Stop
So,
watching fucking Boruto and watch Radiant.
seriously,
Why
leave
are you watching
Bar-
Boruto if you are?
leave Boruto's son alone.
Get out of here with your fucking Borutos. I can't even with these stupid Borutos. And you know what? For that matter, fuck My Hero Academia. Fuck right off My Hero Academia. Radiant is better than you.
Yikes!
I am.
Do you,
I am.
do you mind if I send a quote to someone?
Go
That
right
quote.
ahead. Yes, I'm no in giant impact font right now. Fuck My Hero Academia. Terrible show. I can't stand it. And no,
And
I'm not watching it anymore. I can't
and what
stand
was
it.
what was the show you said is way better than that?
Radiant. Radiant is way better. But I'll throw in a few more. Black Clover is better than My Hero Academia. Sugumomo is a better shonen than My Hero Academia. Just there's better stuff out there, guys. There's Fire Force. Fire Force. Motherfucking Fire Force, man. I don't have to
Okay.
say Demon Slayer, but I'll say Demon Slayer. We all know Demon Slayer is better. It won fucking Anime of the Year last year for some reason. Uh, yeah, those are all the shows from last season that I am caught up on. I'll pass it back to you since I listed like 6 fucking shows. Give me something.
I that's the thing. I really don't watch all that much. I just kind of like
Oh,
this.
god damn it. Don't
That's why.
make me a
That's
liar. I said we
no.
both watch a lot of things.
No.
You agree?
I mean, I watch a lot of things relative to someone who doesn't have a TV. See, that's the thing. Like, basically, all I've been like beyond Tiger King, I've been like rewatching Marvel movies or catching up on any Marvel movies I haven't seen before. But like, I kind of don't watch more. Oh, I actually finally got around to watching Endgame.
Hey, finally. It's only took you a
I
year.
I messaged you like my first initial reactions.
Yes.
Um, and I mean, yeah, it's the only way they could have ended the Infinity Saga. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'll take it back because I still have.
All right.
I have a long list.
Yep. Go
Well,
ahead. Keep your
I only
list
got
going.
like a couple more items on my list. So the new season has started, and I gotta say, there's really not much that I'm into this season. I've only found 2 new shows that I'm watching right now. Everything else is a season 2 or just a continuation. Uh, like Fruits Basket got a season
Fruit
2.
basket?
It's Fruits Basket. No, not Fruit Basket. Fruits, plural, basket. It's my pretty much my favorite show right now. It's tied with Black Butler for my favorite show of all time.
Black
My favorite
Butler.
anime. Yes, I like the Black Butler. I know I'm trash. I know you can all ridicule me.
The most lolly shit ever.
Shota. It's Shota.
Lolly.
They're all boys. They're Shotas. Well,
That's
there is a lot, but she hasn't been
bullshit.
animated yet.
Ooh woo.
uh, Fruits Baskets. Fruits Basket. The first episode came out this week, and I watched it, and I can already tell this season's gonna make me cry a lot again, because this show is just that fucking good.
Woo!
I mean,
Tears.
I don't know. I like it when a show is
You
able to
cry
make
a
me cry.
lot. You cry a lot over shows, dude.
Only when they're good. You have to make me cry, but when you see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't think I cry more than most people. I'm just more willing to admit it. I know a lot of people who wouldn't admit to crying to some shows, except for Angel Beats. Everyone, no one can avoid crying at Angel Beats. We have a theory with my group of friends that if you don't cry during Angel Beats, you might not have a soul.
Well, then I'll certainly have to try and not cry.
Yes, you should. You should definitely try that. That's a good challenge. Try that. Don't cry during Angel Beats challenge. It's hard.
I'll do it after I get done with the Lebowski challenge.
Nice. That's you have to root for yourself. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Also season 2, Sugumomo. Holy shit, guys. I'm the only one who cares about this, but holy shit. I did not think Sugumomo would get a season 2. I really didn't. But I'm so happy it did. Its first episode was fan-fucking-tastic. They literally have a fight with an underwear frog. Like, how can you top that? It's perfect. We got some more. I'm gonna say it. We got some actual antagonists in this season. The first season didn't have like an actual antagonist. We got some antagonists now. I'm very excited.
Feels like JoJo Part 8.
Yes. It kind of was. It was very similar to that. They just sort of fought the threat of the week that was just there because they wanted what our protagonist had. So yeah, it's basically exactly like JoJo Part 8. I'm very happy for Sugimomo being back. I really like powers that are like constructs. Like you take an ordinary object and it like turns itself into another object that you use as a weapon. Like, like the Green Lantern ring. Or like what's another good example? Yada yada yada.
The Yellow Lantern ring.
There you go. So this one is a like a sash for a kimono that can turn itself into like a drill or like a wall or all kinds of crazy things that the main character can use. And it's just such a fun fighting style for a shonen because shonens are all about who can punch for someone more. In this one, it's more like how much can I drill your ass? See, he's desensitized, folk. That was funny.
Is it? I mean, it was so funny I forgot to laugh. Is all.
I know, right? And then the big thing, season 2, Kaguya-sama. Very happy to see season 2. Unfortunately, it's locked behind Funimation.
Hey, those assholes.
Currently, you have to pay for it. We'll see if that changes tomorrow when the second episode is supposed to come out. Please do Funimation. Don't be a bunch of assholes. Like, I just want to watch Kaguya-sama.
You're asking Funimation not to be assholes? Dude, that's like asking water to stop being wet.
I know, but I can dream. Like, I just I want to be able to watch it legitimately, but I'll fucking pirate it if I have to, because god damn it, this one's important.
Yar, har, fiddle-dee-dee, being a pirate.
You are a pirate. Yar. My mom didn't let me watch that show. Uh True story. But yeah, there's a lot of season 2s going on this season. I only got 2 shows that are like new IPs, and one of them's a fucking isekai. So that's how you know how desperate I am for some new shit here. But I'm
Especially
willing to watch
now.
a fucking isekai. Guys, I gotta say it. I'm not into this whole isekai thing. I'm not. It's not fun. It's the same show every single time. There's been a couple that have been good. Konosuba.
That's about
That's it. That's the one. That's the one that's good.
It's probably because it doesn't take itself that less seriously.
Yeah. So the one I'm watching right now, I've watched a few. The only one of these stupider ones that, I mean, they're not good, but at least I enjoyed, was the Mom Isekai. That was kind of funny for like 20 minutes, and then it stopped being funny, and then I still watched the whole thing. This one is called My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. I kind of like the concept of this girl wakes up as a royalty in this fantasy world, and then she realizes that she is the villain of a dating sim that she played. So she realizes that all the endings end in her either dying or banished. So she's preparing for those eventualities and trying to stop it. It's kind of an interesting idea, which is why I'm willing to give it a chance. And also it's a female protagonist, which is the rarest thing for an isekai. Like, it's a very dong operated, dominated world, because you gotta get them harems, half naked women, doobity doo. But like, I don't know, it's okay. I've seen worse. That's not a good thing, though.
I mean, you can always say that about anything, unless it's like the Christmas tree.
It's true. That's true. That's like bottom of the barrel. Though I have on purpose watched Dingo movies, which is not. I don't recommend that. It's not a smart idea. And then the other show, which is kind of like the big, at least from Crunchyroll, like the big show of this season, Tower of God. I have watched the first 2 episodes. Gotta say, guys, I have no idea what's going on.
I mean, you need mystery. You need mystery.
No, it's not a. I know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what people are doing. I don't know what people are talking about. There is sci-fi and fantasy terms being just thrown at me like I know what they mean. And it's weird, but at least there's a dinosaur guy. So
dinosaurs.
Can I just say, guys, who are watching the show, I don't understand this whole thing with the character's name. I legitimately looked this up on a wiki about Tower of God to try to figure it out, because the character's name in all, like, the character's name, official name, and it's written in the subtitles and in all the episode descriptions, is Bam, or maybe Bomb. I'm not sure,
Bam.
but I never hear that when he says his name. I hear like a your. It's a Y sound.
Oh, so it's one of those like Yanny Laurel type things.
I hope it is, and I'm not just crazy, because it doesn't sound like he's saying his name, and it's very confusing, and also just kind of annoying. Not to mention, this is a main character with no personality so far. Yay. It's a good thing he has a supporting cast to support him, right? Because that's what that means, right? We can't just write an interesting main character. We have to write interesting supporting main character cast so they can support him. Said every bad writer ever.
I want to die.
Yes, so do I. But yeah, Tower of God. It's all right. I'll watch it. We'll see where it goes. Maybe we'll get to the top of the tower. Who knows how long that'll take? They haven't got to it in the source material, apparently. Uh, you're falling asleep. I only have 2 more things that I wanted to mention.
I'm not falling asleep. It's earlier for me than it is for you.
That's true. The sun has gone down.
Mr. 8 p.m. It's over here afternoon. I'm gonna have lunch.
7:30.
I'm gonna have
7:30.
Having lunch soon.
I'm having dinner soon. My family's already eating dinner without me because I'm recording. That's okay. But yeah, there's 2 things I really want to talk about. First thing is just this show that I'm just literally obsessed with now, and it's kind of weird that I'm obsessed with it considering that I am an adult man. Before warning,
are you about to come out as a brony?
no, I'm not actually. My brother was a brony for a little while, but no, I never got into that. No, I have gotten seriously into a show called Star vs. the Force of Evil.
Oh, hey, I heard about that one.
Damn.
Get prepared to be disappointed.
I'm told the ending is disappointing, which is a little sad, but so far it has been one hell of a ride. Like, I'm 2 seasons in, I've completed the first 2 seasons. It is one of those shows that if I watch an episode, I am watching like 5, because it is addictive.
No, I mean, it's good that you can have it for now.
Yeah, for now, but I'm halfway through the show. And I hear it ends on a poor note. But that's okay. I hear it ends in genocide. Woo, I'm there for that. It is, you know what? When I first was reading about it, because it's a kid's show, with a bunch of magic and rainbow sparkles and shit, and I was like, that sounds dumb. And then I hear it has a lot of murder in it, and I'm like,
yeah.
Now you caught my attention.
And systematic racism.
Yes, and that's why the show is so good. No, it's also really good because it's just really, the characters are just really well written. Like, you wouldn't think that they would put any effort into these characters because they didn't have to. They could have gotten away with it for a kids show on the Disney Channel. Like, it could have gotten away with paper thin characters, but no, they went the extra route to actually make them real people and enjoyable and likable people. Here's the thing, guys. I fucking hate romance. I hate it with a passion. I don't care for romance. If you just put a romance in front of me, I'm just gonna be like, I can't do anything with this. What do you want from me here? It's pointless. It gets in the fucking way. I say it every fucking time. This show has gotten me invested in a goddamn motherfucking love triangle, and I never thought I would say that. Ever.
Get ready for some shipping wars.
Like, fucking hell. With the main characters, no less. And I hate it when main characters get together, because everyone likes to write it like it ruins their relationship, even though it doesn't have to, guys. It doesn't have to, right? Someone in a relationship tell me that it doesn't have to. I've never been, so I don't know. You've been? Does it?
I mean, mature ones don't. But this
there you go.
Star versus the Force of Evil don't exactly show mature relationships. So
I mean, actually, they kind of do for some of it. I mean,
yeah,
now they are teenagers.
Again, wait for the ending. It all gets ruined.
Well, now I'm not excited. I'm still excited because season 3 looks like a great start. But I haven't been because I've been trying to catch up in anime. But I really like the animation style. I really like the motion, the movement. I like the magic system. It's really cute, but also really fucking powerful. So it's a lot of fun. They did a really good job with the world building. I think
the alternate dimension stuff is actually pretty nice.
I've been describing it as Rick and Morty for children, and I think I stand by that point
Yeah, I can
in
see
a
that.
lot of aspects, in a lot of different ways. It sort of spoofs on fantasy elements the same way Rick and Morty spoofs on science fiction, but obviously not as crass because they can't be.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I have read the original pitch for the show. I'm glad they changed a few things.
Why? What was the original pitch?
Star was supposed to be 4. Marco was supposed to be the villain, and that was the whole show.
Okay.
And it was supposed to have a lot more Sailor Moon-esque transformations, which very glad they did not do. Very, very happy about that, because if you've seen Sailor Moon, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. Mini skirts.
Mini skirts and lots of cleavage outlines in the transformation sequence.
From 14-year-olds.
Yep. That's legal in Japan, but not over here.
Not over
here. Very good that it's not. But yeah, so I'm gonna be disappointed by the ending of Star vs. Force Reveal, apparently. That's okay. I've been disappointed by worse. I watched Emergence earlier this year. That had a disappointing ending. But that whole show was a disappointment, so I knew it was coming. And just because I want to say it, because disappointment is in the air too. I started watching Next Generation, Star Trek.
Oh, yeah. Next Generation. Yeah. It's not. I've actually seen. That's actually the series that got me more into Star Trek than any of the others. I'm a bigger fan of Picard and how he managed.
Yeah, I like Picard. I like him a lot. It's certainly kept my interest for more than the other series, even though I'm really just using it as like background watching. Like I usually put it on while I'm playing video games. And I really just like pay attention to just the dialogue, which is not bad. Although I keep coming back to this one stupid line from the pilot where Picard tells Riker that the reason he's on the ship is to make sure that he doesn't look like an ass in front of the children. Which I keep referencing because that makes me laugh every fucking time. He'll be in a fucking room full of children. He'll just say something stupid, and I'll just go, Riker, where the fuck are you? You're supposed to make me not look like an ass in front of the children. Stupid number one. Hilarious. I'm a comedic genius. Give me a play button. I actually don't know the rules for getting a play button. Don't you have to have like 100,000? Nope. And you have to be a partner for sure. No?
Yeah, we ain't partners. We ain't making no money off this stuff.
Nope. No money. No money. That's why we can do things like this.
I feel like singing and dancing.
I just played a clip. That was copyrighted. Haha, motherfucker. This video is going to get taken down. And then the last thing I want to say, because this might take the longest, because I might just rant. I got back into One Piece.
How? Why? Why would you doom yourself like that? You're the worst kind of person to get back into something like One Piece.
Why? I love it. I love it so much.
You're never going to finish it. You're never going to finish it.
I'm 260 episodes in. I started this journey about 2 weeks ago when I was 130 episodes in. So I've gotten through 30 episodes in like 2 weeks. That's not the worst, considering I'm trying to watch a bunch of other stuff at the same time. Like, you're right. I'm never going to catch up. Unlike my one friend who was caught up since I introduced her to the fucking show. Seriously, guys. Quick story. My friend from high school, I introduced her to One Piece through one of the video games for the 3DS, Unlimited World Red. I was just playing that at the time. And she got really into the character designs and started watching it. And I shit you not, 4 days later, she was like, okay, I caught up. How? How did you manage this? Because, I mean, this was back in high school, but at the time, it was like 600 plus episodes. And she skipped all the filler, yes, but that still left her with, like, nearly 500 episodes to watch. and she did it in 4 days. I still don't know how the fuck she did that. It's unbelievable. I don't think she slept for 4 days. She was watching fucking One Piece, man. So for those of you who are farther along on One Piece than me, which is probably most people who are watching One Piece, I'm in between Water 7 and NES Lobby. We're on the train. Sog King has appeared. It's totally not Usopp, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. Who the fuck is this Sog King guy? Who could he possibly be? Not a clue. We just had some ramen kempo. Guy shot ramen out of his nose. Because, I mean, it's One Piece. What'd you expect, right? Like, something normal? No. Guy on roller skates shooting ramen out of his nose. That's what you get. Because One Piece is art. And it's fucking genius. Like, I mean, it's, as shonen goes, it's just so abnormal.
It
Like,
is. It really is. But I think that's why it's so long lasting.
that's why it's so
Like
good.
I can
That's why
respect
it's so enjoyable.
that, but
It doesn't give a fuck about your rules. Like, think about how characters like communicate in like show like Dragon Ball. They just yell at each other or they monologue to themselves. In fucking like Naruto, they have that like fucking ninjutsu communication shit. You know, they have that fucking like chakra link bullshit that allows them to communicate, or they have like psychic links and shit. Fucking One Piece, we have a snail that can communicate with another snail that will speak what you're saying. That is how we communicate across the oceans, motherfuckers. Snails. Like,
snail mail.
just Oda is a goddamn genius. And the fact that he can remember these random ass characters and bring them back.
Bring them back after time skips and shit.
Unbelievable. Fucking Buggy. When I was watching that when I was younger, I was like, oh, this is a one-off character. He keeps coming back.
He's like a
Wow.
supporting character at this point.
Yeah, like fucking I haven't gotten there myself, but I know what happens in Marineford. Holy shit. Everyone comes back. Fucking Buggy, fucking Crocodile, fucking like all
Kobe,
sorts of people.
Hymetho.
Yeah. Like, god fucking damn. And what's even crazier is the tone. It's so upbeat and crazy, and then something terrifyingly tragic happens. Like, everything's like fine, everything great, and then a character just gets impaled and dies. Like, what? No! How did you?
Over.
Sometimes we'll just be having a grand old time, and then a character will remember their backstory where they were a child and tortured by fishmen. Like, oh Jesus, why? I'm 100% convinced that Nami was molested as a kid. Like, I just am. Like,
she gets molested on that ship almost always by an ally.
well, I mean, Sanji just wants to do her, but she don't care.
He's a gentleman.
He's a simp, let's admit it. Like,
He kind of is.
He just is. That's okay. But I mean, like, but you know what I also kind of like about the show? Like, almost everyone's fucking asexual.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like that. I mean, Luffy is 100% asexual. Luffy does not give a fuck about your sex at all. He will punch you no matter what you are.
He wants food.
Yeah, Luffy's only into food. Zoro
is you. Luffy is you. He has no interest in sex, and he wants food and money.
Yes, facts. And he wants to be king. I want to be king. I just can't wait to be king. Zoro doesn't give a fuck about sex. He just wants to sword fight. He's got the 3 swords. Nami is definitely ace, but she definitely just knows how to use her body to get things. So she doesn't
Yeah.
really care about any of that, but she knows how to use it. I mean, Sanji is uber het. Like, there's no getting around that. That's just true. Chopper, I mean, Chopper's a deer,
Animal.
man.
Yeah, that's an animal.
He's a fucking deer, man. I don't want to. I mean, Chopper's the cutest thing on earth, and I love him. He's my favorite character, but I mean, I ain't find no other deers for him to fuck. So he did eat the human fruit though. So like,
Are you suggesting that? Are you suggesting that he could impregnate a woman?
yeah, he probably could. I don't think he'd want to, but he could. And then he would deliver the baby because he is a doctor.
Yes, he is.
I love that.
Doctoring. Yo. Yo.
They're fucking just sailing around, and they come across this snowy island, and they meet a walking, talking reindeer who ate the human fruit and is like, bro, I'm a doctor. And they're like, cool, we need one of those. Come on board. They don't give a fuck that he's a literal deer, but he's gonna do surgery on humans. God damn, Chopper's the best. Holy shit. I love him. I love my boy Chopper. I have him. I changed. Oh god. I changed my my lock screen to just be Chopper.
The Chopper.
Yeah. Can I just say though? I know. Because I just know things about future things in One Piece. After everyone gets an outfit change in the time skip. I don't like Chopper's helmet. I like the top hat more.
Same. It was cuter.
Yeah, the top hat just was a good look. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna watch more One Piece tonight. Oh my god. I'm so obsessed. I'll tell you how it started, because they released a new game, Pirate Warriors 4, and I wanted it, and I bought it. And now I won't play it because it's on NES Lobby, and I'm like, I'm right there. I might as well just finish the episodes and then watch it, right? I might as well.
I mean, no, go down that path yourself, dude. No one can follow you.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Welp, we have been recording for like 2.5 hours, more than that.
3.5 hours. 3.5 hours because you forget the hour that we
You're
stopped.
right. You're absolutely correct. More like 3.5. I don't know. I could just keep on talking about One Piece, but I don't think anyone wants to hear that unless there are some One Piece fans in the crowd. I know some people were making
unlikely
references to One Piece because Dolphy and Stone Free have the same power.
And, really?
Yeah, Doflamingo can turn himself into strings. That's his thing. String fruit. I forget what kind of fruit he had. I guess another thing. The fucking it's a very bloody and violent show, but all the fruits, all the powers are like very infantile shit, like the gum fruit.
Smooth fruit.
The dice fruit, but it makes him sharp as shit. Like his fingers are literally knives, but it's the dice fruit. Oh, it's wonderful. Fucking because I'm on this part right now. Rob Lucci, that motherfucker. Fucking destroyer of worlds, fucking evil motherfucker. Cat fruit. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is.
That's how it goes. But yes. If people want me to talk about One Piece more, maybe I will. But again, I'm only on episode 260 out of 900 something episodes. We're gonna hit. I think we're gonna hit episode 1,000 this year. I think, if the math is correct.
Yeah.
Pokemon already hit episode 1,000, and I already watched that. So.
Congrats, Pokemon.
Yeah, congrats, Pokemans, and congrats on Ash for winning a fucking tournament for once. For goddamn once.
Yeah.
And he stopped being the protagonist. Next season said no. So I guess not. But he gets to power around. He gets to power around some androgynous kid from Galar with a score bunny. who wants to meet Mew.
Yeah.
That's his thing for some
Mew.
reason.
Going
wants
back
to-
to Generation 1.
Yes, well, the Pokemon Company wants to get back to Generation 1, so why shouldn't they? I like Sword and Shield, so I don't know why. I don't know. People are hating on it for no reason, I think. Well, these have been 3 very long videos. That'll
Have
take a
fun
while
with
to edit.
having fun editing these.
I will, actually. I didn't have fun because I don't really do a whole lot with these. I usually just let us talk. And I don't even really cut out the parts where mostly I fuck up my words. Because I ain't speak so good, you know?
Yeah, it's
happen.
only your only language.
Yeah, it's only the single language I know, even though I keep trying to learn other languages and failing. Good times.
Good
I
time.
should have kept doing Spanish through high school. I could have been fluent because I was actually good at Spanish in middle school. But those are regrets for another day. Thank you for anyone who actually stayed to watch this whole thing.
All right. Yeah.
Because especially this last one was quite nonsensical.
Yeah, we literally went
Just
on rants
rambling.
for nowhere.
That's okay. Maybe we won't bring this segment back. I don't know. Depends on what people like. But that's enough out of me because I talk a lot, saying pretty much nothing.
Go
John
eat
had
your
this.
dinner with your family.
They already ate. John had this lovely, articulate, review of Tiger King, and then I just fucking rambled about garbage. So that's your lot for this week. You'll see a video next week and the week after until I stop doing this. Closing line.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that'll do it.